Welcome back to Mystery Mondays. This is Broken. Shut up, Nico, for a second. I'm glad they teleported me faster. I clicked on Rue Jerry and I was expecting to have to walk through that street. This is Broken Sword: Shadow of the Templars, the director's cut, episode 14. This is the episode where George and Nico get together. They might not get together. This is the episode where they fall in love. Even if they don't bring it up, when they do eventually, inevitably, finally get together, that will all be traced back to this episode.
After the gem?
No.
This is the 14th one. At the end of the last episode, I was in Nico's apartment. I started the video right when I came back to Nico's apartment. Oh, why did I do this? Oh, I forgot. Okay, no, it's fine.
The nights through my teeth.
So we got the gym, and we got the dead guy, right? I don't know.
Look there, two guys on the same OS.
The same OS. It's the same fucking thing. I keep clicking on that, and I don't mean to.
Marquet.
He died.
Yeah. For the very last time.
I read that at first as for a very long time, and I was like, yeah, you can say that.
That's despicable. What
Well,
kind of guy would pass himself off as a doctor and take advantage of a dying...
a costume killer would do it.
No,
I mean,
I don't know who he was, but it certainly wasn't Khan.
it's an organization that's doing this, Nico. Turns out it's not just one
Have
guy.
you ever heard of the Hashi-Ashin?
No.
Marquet said that
Is that what he said?
enemy.
He
Hashi-Ashin.
was the bogus doctor.
I just said Hashashin
Behind me. That guy
last episode.
He had wild, staring eyes like a
Who?
dead fish. I'll never trust a doctor again.
Oh, George is getting his noir on and rewriting over his old memories with more interesting ones.
I don't think so.
No, definitely. I thought that doctor was suspicious right away.
Marquet would have
It wasn't later when the other doctor said, "Well, you don't have a doctor with that name."
Recognize the four horsemen of the apocalypse unless they'd introduce themselves.
I don't know who that was talking about. Are you sure you don't want to shake hands with me? Okay, fine. It's just a little vibration, Nico. I thought you were into that kind of thing. Just no. All right, nope. Okay. Well, thanks for making me talk to Nico, Revolution Software.
Oh, but you're referring...
I'll let you work.
I don't know what George just said. So, I guess we'll stop by the police first. This is useless, but I'm guessing we go to the museum next. I was hoping Nico would say something more about, like, what our next goal is, but...
Yes.
Earlier... We talked to them. No, it's the same thing. Why is... I know for sure that I said that I talked about in this save file, so... Anyway, let's go back to the museum. Because... Oh, good, look. The person is finally back here. Before I went to the hospital,
Are you Andre Lobino?
Nico said, you need to go to the police and the museum. Or the museum and the police. She said I'm in one of those orders.
Help.
And then I came here in the recording that I lost and it was pointless. So then I went to the police and they sent me to the hospital. You know what Hashash? Oh no, he said it. It was Hashashin. What was Hashi-Ashin about, George?
Anonymous...
You think you were being funny? Fucking, you're a lawyer, not a comedian. Lawyers are not funny. They are not capable of being funny.
The same time as the Templars.
Yes. They got a new
Templars.
word to our language.
George, what is happening to you? Are you having a stroke? Are you okay, George? Oh, we still got more to talk about the assassins.
From the legends surrounding the secrets of their initiation rites.
Alright.
Who sought to join the sect was given hashish until he drifted into dreams.
Okay.
He awoke to find himself in a fabulous garden with everything he could wish for. The
So they're getting people really high and then tricking them,
freshest hash and the most delectable women and men.
getting them higher.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't finished.
we get you fucked up and then we drag you into a garden and then we give you more weed.
Wouldn't you just know it?
The young man would wake the next day to find himself back in the real world.
They take him back to his house.
Given a glimpse of the heaven reserved for holy martyrs.
The holy heaven being the holy palace, or whatever, wherever the rich people live. I guess the Hashashin's headquarters,
Assassins operate. Well,
obviously.
As I explained, the new recruits would be only too willing to die for the cause. They'd be
Okay,
instructed
because they thought that they were going to heaven.
poisons
Got
in
it.
disguise. Then the Grand Master of the sect would name an enemy of Allah.
And they'd stop at nothing to eliminate that enemy.
You got it. They were fearless.
Oh boy.
Does the cult of the assassin still exist?
Take a look around.
And this guy's a complete stranger, by the way. We just got into this long conversation about Hashashin.
Does the name Montfaucon mean anything to you?
Sure.
I don't know. I don't speak French,
Grisly spectacle in Paris.
so I'm not sure if you pronounce that right.
A public toilet?
Montfaucon was the place of execution for
Well, the French-sounding guy said it the same way.
Temple of Death, with row upon row of arches, each one framing a grim...
I don't know what to do with those little, I think they're like a Seacom saw, whatever they're called, those little curly cues that dangle off the French seas. I don't know what to do with those. my worldview does not contain this.
In a village.
I can't put the mouse in front of the text box. The mouse hides behind it. Oh, the text box is semi-transparent. See, you can see the mouse a little tiny bit.
Do you know Pegram well?
Not really,
Is Pegram alive?
I would have liked to talk...
No, Pegram's dead. Pegram's one of the first people that died. The second person. The second person we saw died. The fourth person overall died. Well, that means that there's been three of these costumed murders.
Know that the
If you count Doctor as a costume.
The Lochman tripod? No.
Well, that's what's happening.
give you a description of the thieves.
It was like one in Tokyo, one in, I think, Beijing,
They're wasting their time.
and then 3 in Paris now. What kind of pattern is this?
Don't say I didn't.
It's like I said at the beginning, except it's a whole organization we're finding out. They said, it's like an international assassin group, and then all of a sudden they kill 3 people in the one. There's like a pattern of costumed killings. One in one country, one in another country, then another in another country, and then 2 more in that same country.
Where was the site of...
The story's falling apart.
Northeast, near the canals.
We know that the Hashashin are international. We know that they exist in Ireland because they kidnapped. Why couldn't they at least have killed that guy in Ireland? Why couldn't the hospital have been in Ireland?
manuscript?
Vraiment?
Why did we have to go to Ireland for there to be one place?
And besides, there are certain people who'd stop at nothing to get their hands...
George just hopped on a flight to Ireland, a round trip for 1 day.
Only a few Latin phrases. I was kind of hoping you'd help decipher the pictures.
And I guess we couldn't have stopped back in Nico's apartment between every mission item if... Oops, sorry.
Does the Templar seal appear on this manuscript?
Yeah.
I'd like to see that for myself.
So we show it to him. All right, well, hold on. And Nico's got it.
Tell me anything about the Knights Templar?
I sure can.
Templar. Why do you keep saying it Templar?
Monks, bankers, you name it, the Templars fit the bill.
Is he trying to sound like is he putting on a French? Has he come to decide that since the people with the French accent say temple? That's just their accent, George. It's not the. First of all, Templars, I think it's like Latin or
How
something.
did the Templars get their name?
I don't know. Where did the Templars come from? Are the Templars French?
The King of Jerusalem,
I'm gonna be honest. I know about the Templars from the Assassin's Creed.
original temple.
That was in the Middle East.
The other,
Solomon, yeah. So why would it wouldn't be Temple? The name wouldn't be pronounced with a French accent, George.
be of help, Georgie.
I don't know if it was Templars with my perfect American accent. Templars. I don't know if it was like that,
How
but
come the Templars became so...
there's no fucking way it's supposed to be pronounced Templars.
The ranks.
It would be an E.
They were required to swear a sacred oath.
I refuse to believe that anybody has seriously pronounced Templars as Templars.
To the order. The Templars soon held land in France.
See, the French guy, it sounds like he's doing an but it's lazy. But then George says, I got it, Templars.
Four knights,
The people who temple.
wealthiest power in Christendom.
Why are you still talking about the Templars?
Templar was never found?
Who knows? So little knowledge of what really happened remains. Or if it does, the truth has never been made public.
This guy won't stop walking around. Calm down. Who gave the guard Adderall?
Like the King Arthur of the Britons. There are people even now who say the Templars still exist.
Do you think
Okay.
it's likely?
No,
Eh.
not for a minute.
It's like the Illuminati or whatever. It's the Templars.
Friend.
In Paris?
Yeah. Not far from here, in fact.
Well, just give me...
I don't think I should just give him the address.
I'm not so sure
Yeah.
about that.
How about I'll talk to Nico.
Female friend?
Yeah, she's a woman.
Uh-oh. This guy is a lecher.
Manuscript?
Oui, the anonymous girlfriend.
She lives at 361 Rue Jarry.
All right.
I'll drop by
I wasn't expecting...
as I can.
All right, well, this guy doesn't seem like a good... That was ominous, what you just said. Let's go check on Nico. I didn't mean to give her address away like that. It's Rue Jerry. Nico, I've doxed you.
George.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, by the way, I had a visit from André Lobineau.
Oh, she knew about it, though. That's right. She was the one that sent me
Give
to...
him your address.
Not at all.
Oh, good.
It was lovely to see him again.
Oh, so they knew...
When I showed him the manuscript, it's not
He knew her, too.
that exact.
They knew each other.
He made a sketch of the Knight's Crest.
George, this would have been a lot easier if you just said, do you know Nico, something... I can't remember her last name. I wanted to say Nico Bellic. I know that's not right.
Do you think the assassin was responsible for killing Marquet?
I don't think so. He could have finished him off the first time. Besides,
The
Martha
first-
would have recognized
Ugh.
him.
He was pumped to the gills with sedatives.
He was really messed up. Oh, we already had this conversation. Why are we having same conversations over and over again? All right.
Get back.
Turns out coming back to warn Nico was not necessary. Let's go back to the museum. You, Mister.
Hi, Andre.
Hello. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I went and talked to her. I was worried about it. You already knew. She said she knew you, though.
See.
I hope you're referring.
Maybe she was a kid.
Oui, of course.
All right, let's talk about the manuscript, I guess.
It dates from the time of the Crusades.
You can tell that without just by looking at it.
Story and pictures like a modern-day comic book.
So it's fiction. Got it. We don't need to worry about it. Pack it in, boys.
No.
Mystery over. Mystery solved. That was this for Mystery Mondays. That was it. We solved it. It was just a comic book.
You know, it's been around
The Shadow of the Templars was they liked a good sequential art.
from the walls of Jericho.
Have you deciphered any of the images on the manuscript?
There's very little I can be sure about. The slang of the bull could be a reference to Mithras,
Who's he?
a Persian god, almost as popular as Christ at one time.
Sure.
The thing I can
Okay.
be sure of is the knight. He's Spanish.
How can you tell that?
Spanish and Persian. Oh, this is an international manuscript.
No self-respecting knight from Northern Europe would have borne a coat of arms like that.
Oh, we're still talking about it. Okay.
Identify the knight's-
I don't know why they make me click on it over and over again.
Member of
Just
a
give me the whole conversation in one chunk.
Were they famous?
I'm not going to complain about it.
after the 50s.
I am going to complain about you stopping the conversation in the middle just so I can decide whether I want to keep listening to it. Just force it on me. All right, the gym. What about this?
Make of this.
It's the biggest gemstone I've ever seen.
And it's real.
Did you get it?
I stole it.
Professor Pegram's messenger boy.
Pegram? Professor Nigel Pegram?
We were talking about him earlier, yes.
Investigating a Templar site, isn't he?
Corpse. He's dead corpse. Wait,
Did Pegram find...
is Pegram not the guy in the coat from the...
This was found was a Templar castle.
Maybe that was another guy.
Do you think it could be?
It's been a long game.
No, I shouldn't think so. You're not one of those crazies who think the Templars still exist.
We were just having a conversation about it. I don't know.
I try to keep an open.
I asked you, and I didn't know.
Do you know Pegram?
No, Pegram's dead.
Not really.
That's the dead guy.
To him in depth.
When was this?
Oh, back in the...
All right. You want to shake my hand?
Not now.
Right. What about clown noses?
It really doesn't interest...
Surprised George didn't ask him about clowns.
Do you recognize?
No.
All right. What about this? George doesn't want to show anybody his cool sphygmometer. He hasn't learned the name of it yet. He would be obsessed with saying it if he knew the name of it. I know, George. You would absolutely be like, oh yeah, sphygmometer. Alright, just get in there. Get in that coffin, George.
It is closing time.
Oh, good.
Lobino.
I did that at the right time.
Already, there just aren't enough hours in the day.
More than enough for me. I can't wait to get home and put my feet up.
Your feet would probably not hurt as much if you had posted up in a corner where you could see the whole room and just stood there instead of walking back and forth. I mean, you could walk to a couple corners just in case, get slightly better. What? Is this the same? Yeah, this is George's angle. This is where we see from George's angle, and it's the two galoots.
Around, you moron! Get your ass over here and bring that flashlight.
All right, so now we gotta do something. We gotta hurt them. We gotta stop a robbery.
What the? Who's there?
Let's get out of here!
What is this? Ow. What is happening? Who is that? Nico? Who is that? It was Nico, wasn't it?
When I woke up, I was at the
No.
police station.
Who did that? Oops, sorry.
What a mess. I bungled the whole thing.
Yeah, you did.
So, you made a pretty good job.
What? Nico, you been drinking?
Yeah, but the killer got away with the tripod.
No, he didn't. He's not the only.
Oh, so it was Nico.
Jim?
You mean it was you who stole the tripod? Oh, hell.
I rescued the rescued the tripod.
Those dogs are more likely to shoot their own feet.
I just wish it.
I don't think they would. I don't think they're that evil. They're criminals, but they're not retarded. Well, the big one might be, but I don't think they would have shot a guy that was passed out on the ground.
Rats.
I don't think they were looking to just murder a guy in cold blood.
Oh, I really thought you'd be pleased. After all, we've got the...
What, Nico? You need to lay off the sauce. Let's. If I click on the manuscripts, they're gonna make me look at it.
What business is it? We agreed all this. The clown, the Templars, business, remember?
Yeah.
I was just asking a question.
Off my case.
All right, she sucked his dick. All right, Nico, I'm gonna go get back to the quest because I don't know what else. Oh, we took the tripod. You know, I'm just gonna return it to the museum. All right, see you next week on Mystery Mondays.